All right, so in this video we are going to be talking about exterior angles of triangles. So an exterior angle of a triangle is an angle that's formed by the side of the triangle and the extension, so this side extends out past the triangle, so the exterior angle is on the outside of that triangle. For each triangle, the adjacent interior angle of the triangle and the exterior angle, so that's, in this triangle, that would be angle 3 is the interior angle, and then angle 4 is the exterior angle. Together, they equal 180 degrees because they are supplementary angles. Because they sit on this straight line together on the same side. So they together equal 180 degrees. Okay? So we're going to have to find missing interior or exterior angles using interior and exterior angles. So let's look at a couple examples. All right. So in this one, they gave us all three of the interior angles. And you're going to have to recall that the three interior angles of a triangle should always equal 180 degrees. So since we know this interior angle, we can find the exterior angle of N, because the angle 67 degrees and N make up 180 degrees. So if I take 67 plus N, I know that that's going to equal 180 degrees. So I need to subtract the 67 to both sides. So I get N equals 113 degrees. Guys, don't forget to label with that degrees sign. All right, the second example is a little more extensive. We have a little bit more work to do because we don't know the interior angle or that exterior angle. So we're going to have to do a little bit more work in the beginning to be able to find both of those. So guys, you need to recall that the three interior angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees. So I first have to solve for this angle y. So 45 plus 60 plus y is going to equal 180 because they are the three interior angles of a triangle. So I add together 45 and 60. And then I subtract the 105 away to solve for y. So y equals 75 degrees. And again, you can check your work. 45 plus 60 plus 75 should equal 180. And it does. So now that I know that this angle is 75 degrees, I can then solve for angle x. I can now solve for x because those two sit on the same line. If I take 75 plus x, that's going to equal 180. So I subtract 75 to 180, and I get x equals 105 degrees. So a little bit more work to find the interior angle first, and then find the exterior angle. Okay, so important to remember that the interior angles of a triangle equal 180, and then the adjacent and exterior angle also equal 180. All right, so in example 3, they gave us the exterior angle and only one interior angle. Okay, so we kind of have to work backwards. Because I know that the exterior angle is 120, I can find angle B because those two together equal 180 degrees. So if I take B plus 120, that's going to equal 180. So a one-step equation, I solve for B, so I get B equals 60 degrees. And now that I know 3 of the interior angles, I can find the other missing interior angle because those 3 together equal 180 degrees. So this is just a lot of setting up small one-step and two-step equations to find missing angles. So then I subtract 130. So I get A equals 50 degrees. And again, you can check that. 70 plus 60 plus 50 equals 180. I want you to pause the video and try example 4 on your own just so you make sure that you know how to complete these before you get started on your worksheet. All right, you should have completed that on your own. And then let's go through it together. So because I know the 2 interior angles of the triangle, I can find the other interior angle by adding 30 plus 42 plus, I'm going to go ahead and put x instead of 1, equals 180. So add those together, we get 72. Subtract 72 to the other side. I get x equals 108 degrees. So angle 1 over here is going to equal 108 degrees. Now that I know the adjacent interior angle, I can set up and solve for the exterior angle. So 108 plus, I'm going to make that angle y, equals 180. I subtract 108, and I get y equals 72 degrees. All right, so just to recap real quick, the 3 interior angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees, and the adjacent interior and the exterior angle also equal 180 degrees. So we can solve for any missing angle as long as we have enough information. As always, you can go back and rewatch, pause, rewind, and let me know if you have any questions.